Hey everyone, welcome to From the Depths. I'm Menti and this is episode 17 of the Battleship Brawl Season 2 tournament. This episode we've got the Unknown Delta by Urban Liner going up against the Battlecruiser Aagi by Ixos. I'm doing a little bit different thing here because for some reason my mic didn't pick up my narration for the first battle. Some of you may have had the displeasure of seeing this episode before I fixed this, but I had a dual commentary going on because I thought that happened for the entire thing, but it was only for the very first battle and not the second or third one. So I'm redoing it with an after the fact commentary on just the first battle, and then the second and third ones will have my commentary as normal. Is that first shot from the Battlecruiser Aagi there gets dodged very easily by the Unknown Delta, and it gets a really lucky shot in that blows off a turret immediately off the Battlecruiser Aagi. But that's where the Delta's luck runs out, because that second volley absolutely wrecks it. It does some serious damage to the weapons, the hull, and makes it quite the unhappy ship. And it gets, man, it's so much harder to do this when I'm sitting here watching the battle and trying to remember what happened rather than just commenting as it happens. Anyways, the Battlecruiser Aagi just slams the Unknown Delta, and it loses engine power there. It has taken some serious damage. It only has a few weapons left online. I thought that next volley was going to kill it, but then it just sort of nicked the bow and didn't even detonate. It just hit like one block off of it. But then this next volley, if I remember right, is the nail in the coffin for the poor Unknown Delta. Or maybe the next one? I don't remember. Oh, and for those of you who did see the video with the... Oh, okay, yeah, I remember that now. The confetti explosion. That's it. That's the one that knocks it to 54% and despawns it for being 2 damage. Alright, but for those of you who did have to listen to the ear-bleeding dual commentary video that I had up briefly before realizing the issue, my apologies for that. And we get the ship spawned back in here. Get everything set up and get the second round underway. As soon as the Aagi loads in, it takes it a minute. It's a big ship. It's got a lot of blocks. It takes a moment. So round 2 starts after round 1 was given to the, was more taken by Battlecruiser Aagi. It wasn't really given to it. Words. How do they work? But yeah, it was given. The Aagi, it won that one. And once again, the initial volley from the Aagi doesn't do a whole lot. It does land, but it mostly misses. And the initial volley from the Unknown Delta only blows away the fantail. Doesn't really do much. But then that second volley is such a solid connection. It does a lot of damage. The weaponry on the Unknown Delta survives a lot better, but it gets knocked down all the way to 82% by the very first volley. And then that second block, I believe, knocks it down to 77%. I end up checking the... Yeah, there it is. And it's already dead in the water. Its engines have already been knocked out. And then... Bam. That's basically it. I don't even think... The Unknown Delta has one working gun left at this point. Or, nope, it just popped off. It has no weapons left. And, you know what that means, folks. Unfortunately, Urban Liner, your unknown Delta has been eliminated from the Battleship Brawl Season 2 tournament. My condolences there. But congratulations, Ixos. Your battlecruiser Aagi was able to defeat its opponent and continues its climb towards the primary bracket to try and take the whole thing in the end. So we're going to go back to the regular commentary as soon as the video swaps here in just a moment. I'll see you guys there. Okay, and we're back. So for the second battle here, we've got the Achilles by Novadex facing off against Task Force Edenite by Breakthrough. Okay, the clock is set, the contestants are ready, round one start. We'll see how this goes. The Achilles having its stair-step docking station mounted form. And it fires in that staggered, which I think is really cool. Oh, and they're connecting. Oh, it's just a relentless pounding of shell after shell after shell after shell. Is it ever gonna end? Jeez. There is not much left of this thing. One volley, 60%. How is the Achilles itself doing? Seems to be doing just fine. Now, the timing seems to have gotten a little off on the guns, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, this Task Force Edenite member here seems to be just about sinking. And it is now sinking. And it looks like the other one may have despawned. Yes, it did. Probably for 80% of sinking, which this one is getting close to doing as well. Achilles' firepower proving quite brutal in this matchup. Ooh, red one took another hit down to 81%. It loses any more blocks, it's going to despawn from 80% and sinking. But I'm not sure that's going to happen before it just simply gets disqualified for sinking. Oh, and that's probably going to do it. So, either way, this vessel is going to start despawning in a moment. It is also technically disqualified as of right about now, but it's despawning from 80% and sinking as well. So, round one goes to the Achilles by Novadex. Yeah, the accuracy of the Achilles guns and just that. They're not exactly small guns either. They're quite powerful cram cannons. Oh, right. Hold on. Let me go ahead and restart it just to make sure everything's good. Just realized that I remembered I need to spawn the Achilles in second. To make sure that the distance is right for it. Because I did not publicize the rules that how I was going to handle multiple entries. So the Achilles' AI is set up in such a way that it does not function properly if it's spawned in first, and then I spawn it in the way that I do. So that's not exactly fair to Novadex. There we go. Alright, clock reset. Round two, start. We'll see if this goes similarly, or if Task Force Edenite can step it up in round two and take this to a round three. Achilles is tracking. And firing away. The Task Force Edenite needs to get some turns going. I guess that is one advantage of the staggered fire thing, is that unless they're turning through the entire volley, like, they're probably all going to connect. But that time, the blue one did not really take much in the way of hits. Did not take any damage at all, really. Very minor. Oh, but the red one is getting, oh. And down it goes. Down to 76%, and it is probably sinking, so it is likely going to be despawned. Is it? Oh, yep, it is despawning. So all that's left is the blue one. Oh, geez, why am I getting so much FPS lag? What's going on with that? Seriously, that's really strange. This doesn't usually happen. Anyway, we seem to be speeding back up here, and here comes the volley, here comes the pain, and down the blue one goes. Okay, that mass shouldn't exist right now, so I'm going to call that sinking, but it may not matter. As the blue 168, it's going to despawn. Yep, there it goes. Alright, so condolences, Breakthrough. Your Task Force Edenite did not make the cut here and has been eliminated from the Battleship Brawl Season 2 tournament. Congratulations, Nobodix. Your Achilles will be fighting on, moving on to round 2 of the secondary bracket. Since both these battles were really short, I'm going to go ahead and get a third one. Get another 3 for today. Alright, I'll get that set up and see you guys in a second. Okay, and here we go. We've got the Shark Fin by Varian 101 going up against the Bone Grinder by Monopolator. Okay, this will be the last match of the episode, regardless of how fast or long it is. So here we go, round 1 start. Both ships settling into the water, aiming their guns, getting ready. Ah yes, I think if I remember right, the Bone Grinder starts off in... Yeah, its AI is only set to at the moment. But I think what ends up happening is its AI changes modes once the range closes in with an enemy. Oh, but by the time that happens, it's not going to have any guns left. Oh, I took a hit there. Temporary oil on the strain. But it's... Oh, yeah, see... It's lost all of its guns but one already. Down to 79%. The Shark Fin is 100%. There it goes. There it goes. It's finally kicked its engines into gear and is maneuvering, but it's way too late. It has basically already lost this match. It's just a matter of waiting to see when it despawns, not if. With only a single gun left and it all the way down to 67%, there's very little hope of it ever coming back. I mean, it did just take out one of the Shark Fin's guns, and it just shot itself and popped its own turret. Oh. Bone Grinder's pretty low in the water there. The Bone Grinder's down to 58%. It won't last much longer. That AI issue at the start is very much a problem for it. And now the Shark Fin's kind of sitting on it. Oh, and the Shark Fin is going down. It is now holding the Bone Grinder under the... Oh, and it's despawning from 80% and sinking. Alright, well, round 1 here... Oops, not destroy. Restart vehicle. Restart. Round 1 goes to the Shark Fin by Varian 101. Yeah, the Bone Grinder, I feel, would do a lot better if its AI was set to move the ship around as soon as the battle started, but with it just sitting there, you know, it's a sitting skull. Not quite a sitting duck, sitting skull. Wait, my timer kind of derped up here. Okay, there we go. Got it reset. And round 2, start. And yeah, see, it's just sitting here. I mean, I like the grinding teeth thing in the front here, but as cool as that is, it's not going to win you the fight. Not when you just sit here and get rocked and lose all your guns. Oh, it looked like it started to move there, and it hasn't lost as many guns this time, so maybe it still has a chance. Oh, but it moves and then stops, and then moves and then stops. I'm not sure what's going on with it. Oh, all kinds of secondary explosions going off inside here somewhere. What did it hit? Oh, it hit one of the cram cannons. And then once again, the bone grinder has started moving, but it's down to 77% already when it starts doing that. It's not impossible for it to come back from that, but it's definitely at a severe disadvantage right now. Oh, and it's sinking. And despawning from 80% and sinking. Well, so much for coming back. I spoke too soon. So, condolences, Monopolator. I always want to call you Monopoliator or something like that. Monopolator. Your bone grinder has been eliminated from the Battleship Brawl. Congratulations, Varian 101. Your shark fin will be moving on to round 2 of the secondary bracket. Alright, that's it for this episode, folks. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the battlefield.